welcome everyone on today's Metal3 Community meeting. Today is 9th of July 2025. My name is Adam Rosman and I will be your host today. Let me quickly check the participants list. Yeah, we have no new participants, so let's continue with the reminders. Please note that the meeting is recorded. If you would like to have the project, then please filter for good first issues or have wanted or have wanted labels, or you can look for the priority labels also. We have a few of those, and by contributing to those issues or solving them would greatly help the project. If you are representing an organization and you would be willing to acknowledge that your organization has adopted MetaCube, then please do so by pushing a pull request to the community repo and editing the adopters.md in the root of the repo. That would help us gauge the level of adoption, and we would have a better picture of who is participating or using the project. Recently, there have been a few CI issues. We have solved some. We have identified one, this cluster upgrade related one, and a few others. If you run into persistent issues and you think those are not related to your pull requests, then please create an issue in the related repository and then link the issue to the MetaCube CI tracker on the right side under the projects tab. You can select that project, and then it will be easier for everyone to track the problem. Related to incubation, let's check it. I have not heard anything still. I think it's still the same as before. Yeah, nothing since March. Nothing on the private chat either. So yeah, let's see if something happens. I guess that's right now it's like vacation time in Europe and the US, so maybe that's the reason. I don't know. If you are interested about any other metrics or artifacts or information, please feel free to follow the links here in the document or go to the main GitHub project page and you will find the links there. Okay, I think that's all as reminders. I think we don't have anything for ARM or scalability. Scalability tests are still failing. I had no time to mess with those. Other than those, CIs, at least the periodic tests look quite okay, but in some PR tests, I am seeing these DNS issues that some common website URLs cannot be resolved. I have also heard some reports coming from folks who also use our cloud provider that they are seeing VMs getting stuck. So I guess there are some issues going on. I will monitor those. And then when it comes to the release team and the roadmap, I added a few projects few issues to milestones. And I think last week I already shared that the alphas have been released. So for these two topics, that's all. Do you have any questions for the groups or the release team? Okay, if not, then let's continue with the discussion topics. And I see one from Ricardo.
Yeah, it's more like a call for reviews, and I see that Dimitri already left some comments there, and thanks Adam also for your comment. I just wanted to clarify that, like how we want to do with the support metrics. That's all. I think it's definitely more clear now. if we agree with the comments there.
Yeah, I'm fine with that one. I didn't understand first that what would you like to have, like less of these numbers or get rid of the latest. But I'm fine either way. If we get rid of latest, then just have the numbers. But what I was thinking is that as we go forward, and there are more releases of Ironic, and everything supports latest but not recommended, wouldn't we need to keep updating these numbers for the older releases too? Like if 31 comes out, 31 is, I guess, also will work with 0.4.
Nope.
No? Okay.
No, it's a hard-coded list of supported versions. This is why using latest on old versions is kind of not a recommended thing. That's why my comment, like, let's remove latest from non-latest and then just have a node that latest actually always works, but just not.
So technically 31 would work, but we won't recommend it. Like there will be a clear cut at 30. Right?
Yeah, technically you can make 31 work by not using the version field, but using custom image field.
Yeah.
So you can use images, square.io, la la la, colon 31, and then it will work. But the logic of latest will apply to that. So if something with upgrades has changed, you're out in the wind.
Okay.
That's why I'd prefer to downplay using latest on stable releases, even if it's technically possible.
Yeah. Okay. I'm fine with that. We can remove the latest. That makes sense. And then we would not advertise the newer versions if they are getting released for older ISO releases. That makes sense. Okay. I will approve for LGTM this one. I think I can LGTM after the latest has been removed from each of these.
Yeah, I will update later, and we can move forward with that.
Yep. Sounds fine. Anyone? Any other comment? I think other than the three of us, yeah, there's a Siri can't use the mic, and we have just no. But if there are no other comments, then I think that's all for discussion topics. I don't have a discussion topic. I'm working on this kernel pre-provisioning kernel argument stuff, but nothing to review yet. I think we can continue with the triaging. I have not checked the triage list before the meeting.
It seems very light. There's
Yeah.
one more thing that is actually a question.
Yeah. There is this HTTPD service and provisioning IP. No. Yes. Yes. Yeah, this is the question. I would honestly cancel this one. Or you answered it. There's not much to add here. But it's interesting they didn't put the question here. Okay, question. Yeah, this won't be accepted. But it's an answer. Oh, this is actually a good point to kind of discuss this. If it's a question and we answer it, should we close the issue, or
I'd probably keep it and see if the person acknowledges the answer or disappears, and then I close it after some time when it gets stale.
okay?
I'd probably just leave it here for now.
Yeah. I think I cannot even put the invalid on this because it's a question. Yeah, I think the questions are fine. Okay. I think IP quick start misconfiguration. It's an old one. Oh yes, there were no discussions about this one. Allow the user to create node with attached disks. I think that was also something that went stale, either frozen. Many calls to the BMC and the IPMI. This year went silent. This one was also a question. Did who flagged this feature, me or this is a question, not a feature? And I think I answered. Oh, I didn't answer this. Yeah, this was. This is so convoluted to answer. I remember. I will answer it later. Yeah. Okay. And setting provider ID not failed. This is also okay. There are nothing. There was one that actually seems to be closed then after we answered it. That, that was the rate problem. I don't know if you've seen the resolution, but that was here for a long time, and it turned out to be a sector size problem actually. And I actually ran into that now in both upstream and downstream. That some images are still being built with like this more common 512 byte sector sizes, and more hardware, especially rate controllers, default to 4000, and it starts to cause problems in a lot of places.
Maybe we need to add something to troubleshooting FAQ.
Yeah, I think so. That we
Also
would
created an API patch to provide a better error message. Sorry for cutting you.
Yeah. Are you doing it, or is it is it planned, or
It's up for review. I just did that when we were reviewing the bugs before this meeting. So there will be a small hint in the error message.
That's great. That's great. I think that will help a lot of people. It's interesting. It wasn't an issue until like a few weeks ago, and then it started happening for everyone. I don't know why, but it was weird. It's just probably a coincidence. Okay, what's this? Broker link. Probably the link is still broken. So I need to stay. Okay, so that was all actually. So yeah, you were very much right that it was very light. Do you have any other topics you would like to discuss? Okay, if not, then thanks for joining. And let's meet next week at the same time. I might disturb you, Dimitri, might related to this kernel argument stuff, but I might just first push the first version of the PR.
Sure,
Let's
yeah,
see.
feel free to post a draft and ping me better on Slack because I have too many notifications in email.
Yeah, sure. I will do that. Okay. Thank you all. Thank you for joining. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye, folks.